such an asshole.
We had a follow-up email from a guy who sent in one of those requests and just want to pass along. Where'd it go? He says, you brought up a good point. What are the warning signs? I'll give them to you if you want to add the video. And he paid extra $25 for it. So let's go through the 17 he has here. One, does she have a good relationship with her dad? If not, run away. No, he just says relationship. Does she have a relationship with her dad? No, run away. If she does have a relationship with her dad, is she respectful? If no, run away. Is she overly gossipy? Does she get a huge dopamine hit from putting other people down? Does she have male friends? Does her mom cook? Does she cook? Does she have any concept of how money works at all? That's a huge one. I cannot advise you date accountants enough. Cannot advise that enough. Because if she ain't going to handle the money, guess who is? And all you dipshit boys out there under 30 that willingly take a woman who has student loan debt and you pay it off. What in the ever-living hell? Like that just, are you pissed off you got to pay for the student loan bailout or when people ask for it, but they don't get it then? Are you pissed off being a slave to those lazy people who got to like party and drink espressos and talk about how, oh my goodness, we're just so intelligent 19-year-old college freshmen. And I think we're just going to change the world. I mean, literally got to have what can only be the epitome of American pampering, American entitlement and luxury, where you are paid by the taxpayer to live this luxurious party college lifestyle and are lied to by your professors and society in general that you're intelligent and somehow valuable when you're nothing more than you're worse than worthless. You're a negative value parasite. But she got good poon. That's okay. I know she has a degree in sociology and literally votes to raise my taxes and enslave me more. And loves feminism more than me. But I got to pay off her student loans. Otherwise, we won't be able to start she won't be able to start her trinket business. That money is huge. Does she turn down sexual advances more than one time in 10? Very interesting. Does she say thanks rather than thank you? Does she proactively seek opportunities to touch you? Okay. Explain why I get pinched in the ass all the time. Does she complain about your driving? Does she complain? What about? No, there's no about. They're going to find it, sir. How great a life you must have if that's all she's complaining about. Does she complain? And that's another serious one too. Now there's like, oh, hey, what about? Oh, wow, look out for that. The lights went off. Yeah. Did you switch the circuit breakers? Oh, are you a cripple? It's a good one to have in there. Are you a cripple? Where do we go? Does she talk to her mom and or sisters and or single friends on a daily basis? Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Does she do anything for your birthday, holidays, anniversaries, etc.? Is she significantly put out if you ask her to do something for you? Is she they're kind of all like, where's her focus? Herself for you. Where's your focus? Her or yourself? I love it when girls are like, you work too much. You know why he's working, right? It isn't like he loves it. He's doing it for you and the family. Look, I'll come up with another rule. Nobody should be getting married if you're not going to put your spouse ahead of you. You shouldn't be having kids unless you're going to put your kids ahead of you. That just wipes out like 90% of Americans right there because you're all despicable, ultimately selfish, disturbing people. I mean, that's kind of what they, is it her? And again, I've said it before. It's not that you subserviate yourself and have no self-respect for yourself, but man, you should be pretty bored with yourself by the time you're 25. There should be nothing that bores you more than yourself by the age of 25, because like, yeah, I know everything about me. I got it. I got interest and taste, but there ought to be somebody else involved here. Oh yeah. Tell me more about you. Oh, you like me? Oh, it's great. That's swell. You did a nice thing. Oh, thanks, babe. But if it's like me, what was it? The one in a couple back where she says, because I said so? Bye-bye. Baba. Uh, is she interested in any male-dominated hobbies? I don't know. I kind of like a girl that shoots guns. I know you're worried about her running off with a guy, but you should be doing these hobbies with her. Is she in healthcare, a flight attendant, or a teacher? What's wrong with healthcare? Nursing? Like, okay, I'll grant you like the entry level nurse. What is it? Nursing assistant? Or is it CNA? The one where you go for 2 weeks, you learn how to give people shots. That shit avoid like cancer. I get it. But nurses, nurse practitioners, that's a real profession. Flight attendant, yeah, avoid that. I've known several pilots. They're like, yeah, just that, no. Teachers could be all right. I've known several teachers, and whereas I think as a group, they're the most evil, vile, despicable people on the face of the planet. There are some good girls who are like motherly and they like kids. Well, why don't you raise your own? That logic, yeah. They're not exactly the brightest. Just warning you now. Not a lot of nuclear engineers there in the teaching world, but I have in full honesty and disclosure, I have found loving, caring, good women who are teachers. Definitely not the majority. Definitely not. And the work ethic is shit. I'll grant you that. The work ethic is shit. Like, I don't want to do math. Oh, that's what you're a teacher. But give every girl a fair shot. Okay. Say you meet a flight attendant. Big red flag. Well, how does she behave? Like, and is she willing to give it up? Is she on Instagram or TikTok? Good, right? Yeah, social media in general. You asked if I was insane, as she implied. No, I'm not. She learned how to maximize winnings of divorce by watching YouTube videos. There's dozens of how-to videos for women on the topic. They'll always accuse you of a DV, not divorce or abuse or whatever. It gets you out of the house immediately. Due to the burglary, I got a restraining order against her first, which saved my ass in the beginning. Hey, I got an idea. How about you just don't live with the girl, huh? Yeah. There's your place, and then there's my place. We'll go to your place. You're not allowed in my place. No, that's the special place. That's just for me. Mine. Or don't you like that concept? There is no ours. No, it's mine. Not yours, not ours, mine. Even 2 or 3 of these should be enough to make a guy walk. Partly why I took her and stayed with her as long as I did, is I had a badly abusive mother growing up and a pussified father. Man, I should be making millions of dollars on that father course. I should be and we could save a generation of young kids. As is typical with many men, we ended up marrying women just like our mothers, trying to subconsciously fix our childhood. Believe me, I had a ton of individual counseling to be able to fix all of this. Well, best of luck to you, sir, and best of luck to all. And thank you for the help. Thank you for helping out the young boys. All right. We got a couple super chats here. Wisco Nomad, $2, has a social media account for their pet. Oh, that's a big one. Wisco Nomad, can't forget about tattoos. Oh, we could go on. I mean, there's the what was it? The Clary relationship test, where it's 20 questions and it includes things like tattoos, bodily mutilation, but there's like a core, like there's 10 you must have. And if the girls don't have it or fail it, it's done. And then there's 20 where no girl gets a perfect 20 score. We've had an 18 or a 19, but not a 20. Where it's kind of like, okay. But if you go through that filter and they got the 10 core ones and the majority of the rest, it's about as good as it's going to get. All right, there you go. No, never did. Never did. That's why I had a vasectomy 18 years ago. If I had kids back then, they'd be adults now. Huh? How about that? Imagine all the food and sleep I would have missed out on. All right, probably more on the way. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.